Howdy campers! Today we're going to appreciate plants. Now plants are really important for our environment for several reasons. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Now we know 70% of our oxygen actually comes from the ocean. Algae in the ocean and phytoplankton produce oxygen, and that makes up 70% of our oxygen in the world and our Earth. 28% of that oxygen comes from the rainforest, and 2% come from the plants that are in your backyard. So there's so much oxygen produced by animals in our backyard. One tree can produce 260 pounds per year of oxygen. That's a lot. What they do is they take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. So plants are very important. But other than producing oxygen, they also have other benefits. They also can reduce toxins. So having plants like snake plants, these are two different versions of snake plants, are really good in your home because they filter toxins out of your air. There are toxins all around us from different chemicals that we have in our home, and they help to reduce that by taking it and filtering it out of our air. We also have replacement for different toxins. This is citronella plant, and citronella plant, if you rub the leaves, it smells just like those citronella candles that you put on your back porch. So instead of using DDT aerosols that have harsh chemicals in them, you can use a citronella plant by rubbing those oils onto your skin. Now you got to make sure that you're not allergic, but you can rub them on your skin and it can help deter those mosquitoes. We also have other remedies. This is an aloe vera plant, and if you cut open an aloe vera plant, it's a succulent, and inside it has all this gooey material, and it's really helpful whenever you have a sunburn, or if you burned yourself in the kitchen, or just burned your skin. It can be very helpful. So plants have multiple benefits, they have multiple uses, and it's really cool. We eat plants, right? Our vegetables, they grow in the ground. We eat those vegetables, they are essential for us. So today we're going to get to do a craft that gives us our appreciation of plants. What we're going to do is we're actually going to make a window like Suncatcher of all the plants that we find by going out on a walk. So what you'll need is construction paper or a paper plate and some press and seal, that's sticky on both sides. If you don't want it to stick to a window, you can just get any kind of cling wrap, but the press and seal works the best for me. So what you do is you take that piece of paper and you want to cut a border. So if you fold your paper, just like so, and you cut a little tag there, and then you can easily get your scissors through and cut the rest of the border. Now, like I said, we are appreciating plants, so we're going to use this as a picture frame. So as we go on a walk outside, we can find plants that we think are pretty, or we can kind of draw out on a piece of paper before what we might want our picture to look like. And you can even make it holiday themed. Valentine's Day is coming up, and you can make a Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day or spring break or summer, any kind of card. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm a little off there. And you might want to make it a little bit thicker than I did, just so you can have a perfect little border there. Now my cling wrap is old because it's been at sea camp for a long time. And so I'm going to pull out this cling wrap and I'm going to measure it against my picture frame. All right. And once I set it down and make it straight, just like this, I'm going to cut around the border. So it'll be just the outside of what I want it. Now these cling wraps will cling, so it's going to be kind of hard to cut if you have a kind of a weird shape like I do. You can take that shape and press it down, cut the border, and if you need to cut the paper as well, you can. So the tip here is to use the box. The box will help you. Don't be like Rena. Perfect. One down. And then I'm going to try to use the box on this one so I can make it a little bit more straight than trying to cut it. all trial and error when it comes to crafts. And it is sticky. Okay, beautiful. Not as big as a mess as I thought. So now I have my cling wrap, and I'm going to stretch it across my border, just like so. So I have a beautiful picture frame. I'm going to move it just a little. Okay. And if you have a little excess like I do, I'm just going to fold it in on itself once I'm finished. So just a little while ago, I went outside and I found some really cool plants. So I found some weeds that I know are just going to get cut by a lawnmower. And then in my backyard, I have some really cool flowering. They almost look like lantana plants. So I'm going to press these down a little bit. I'm not really sure. I didn't plan this one out too much of what I'm going to do. But I'm going to use some of these purple flowers because I love purple. And these little borders to make some sort of art concept. I'm just going to place them down. They don't have to be perfect. And you also want to find things that aren't, you don't really want to use like sticks or anything too heavy. You want to use things that are a little bit more light. Now, in a plant press, you want things to press down really flat. And you can get these to press down really flat as well. But you don't really have to worry too much about all of that. I would avoid succulents because they're a little bit too thick, and actual like sticks, those ones are going to be a little bit harder to use. So I really have no method to the madness here. I'm just making a cute little pattern and taking these beautiful plants and finding some sort of way to do it. I found some clover outside as well. One of my favorite pastimes is looking for four-leaf clovers outside. I've only found one once, but it's really fun. I really enjoy it. There's a lot on campus as well, so sometimes I'll go outside of the office just to appreciate the outdoors and try to find some four-leaf clovers. Have not been successful on campus yet, if anyone is curious. Awesome. Just a couple more plants for my placement here. Beautiful. Okay. So the next step, which this is going to be a little bit easier because I used the box, is to make a second layer of cling wrap. I'm going to have to use my hands to unscroll this one and then use the box to cut. I'm going to unscroll, and I think I got a little bit too much, but that's okay. Using my box again, I'm going to cut along the edge. Unfurl my piece of plastic. I think I'll go this way again. And then I'm going to put it on top of my plants and press it down. So all I'm doing is taking both hands in the center and I'm pressing down my art piece. And I even got a stick in there. And if you want to, if you have a little bit extra, you can just fold it in on itself on the border here. Look, it looks really silly from that side, but when you look at this side, it looks a lot better. Then the next step is my even favorite one. This is it. This is all you do. This is the end result. And what you can do after this is you can just stick it on with my hair. You can just stick it on your window, and you made a beautiful decoration for any holiday. And you can appreciate those plants in the spring and the summer and make a cool little art piece that you can appreciate for all the different plants and thank them for making all the oxygen in our life. You can I put the ugly side up, but you can make the pretty side up. If you want to show all your family your activity, or you can put it on the other side as well. So using this border, you can use any type of paper as a paper border, or you can use a paper plate or a recycled box. You can find recycled box around and you can make a little border. Just make sure it's really light. I hope you guys enjoy your craft and I hope you appreciate those plants.